Apologies, I've just realised I've been muted the entire time. That's actually... I've just been waffling away here and there's nothing's been said. I was just talking about presidential appointments and this new bill. I think something to point out here is what I was trying to point out. The quorum for the Dáil is incredible. Only 7 members have turned up, which just barely meets the required amount, the quorum of for the Dáil to actually happen. But yes, the presidential appointments will be staying in the constitutional change. The constitutional change, no, this act, will actually be voted on by the entire public, which is something that is important to mention. The Oscar Sullivan has said he discussed with someone that said they were worried about the Dáil still dictating the Seanad. And he says that this was only a recent conversation, so he did not have time to dive into the context of his remarks. But he hopes that the Taoiseach can provide clarity, as we all know. The Oireachtas prides itself in individuality and independence of all its bodies. And Taoiseach is now rising to answer the question. I think this is mainly about the independence of the Seanad. Seanad, there we go. Mr. Sunday has said that the senator in question is completely insincere in his worries about the amendment. He says, as everyone can see in the bill, it places a maximum of 5 minutes a person can spend on debate in the Oireachtas at any one time. He continues, the only thing the senator is worried about is his inability to disrupt the Seanad proceedings in the future, and that is all. I believe this concern may have been raised by Baron, but I don't really have any proof behind that, so just take that with a grain of salt. I'm not sure if Oscar did say who it actually was. So I think that is it now. I believe no more debate. Yeah, the leader of the opposition, there's no more debate. Now they're asking the question that the bill do now pass. Got one abstain from the leader of the Social Democrats and leader of Labour, but 2 tars from the government benches. I mean, a very lackluster performance, even from the government. Only half of them have voted, and there's not even. I would be willing to say not even 10% in the chamber this time. I believe they actually no, probably 10% is wrong, but 3 tars, 1 abstain, 2 abstains. We're just waiting on 1. Okay, we are taking a vote all. I'm not too sure why, but currently how it looks, we have, apologies as that's on my screen. It does look like we have a few abstains, 3 abstentions, and 3 tars. So this does look like a bill will pass. Let me just quickly check now. Yeah, no one in there. No one snuck in. Poor Neve wasn't able to get to the chamber in time, so she's been forced to abstain. Anyway, I will be bringing up people soon. I apologise for those waiting. Just like to get everything started before we actually bring people up. Anyway, I do also have to try and find us a stage to use because the recent one got removed for whatever reason. I believe I might know why, but I'm not going to bring it up because I might get in trouble for that. The 2 deputies here are arguing that Neve's vote should not be counted as a tar because she's not actually in the chamber. I don't see the big issue with it, considering that it would still be the exact same result, but it's been quite a long voting check to vote. Right, all members are now being asked to return to the door. I think, unfortunately, just for this week, we won't be able to have anyone on, but hopefully in the future we will get some people on once we have gotten a more definitive solution to the lack of stage. Again, I apologise to those who were told they could come up. I don't actually know where we could put everything, so for now we just can't do it, unfortunately. Anyway, we do have the results being read now. 3 tar, 3 abstains, and 0 nil. The door did just lose quorum there for a second, but we do have Michael McGrath in the chamber now, so I believe this doesn't actually mean it failed, because an abstain is an absence of a vote, which means that you just don't vote. Right? Yeah, there we go. If it did work that way, I don't really see the point in having abstain and nil. You just say nil or tar, so. I believe this bill is just the one to allow the the constitutional change to take place, or at least the voting to take place. I think something I'd actually like to mention quickly is in the Shanad, we actually haven't seen a lot from them. The Shanad can actually ask questions. I don't believe to the entire government, but I believe they can summon and Taoiseach or and Taoiseach to stand in their place. don't quote me on that, but I think they can definitely ask Anti-Shock to appear, which I believe they must do at an available date. Again, I don't know. I think that if they weren't forced to, then it'd just be kind of stupid, but... I do believe at this in its form, the Shanad. I think a lot of people would agree saying that the Shanad is just an extension to the Duel. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm not sure if anyone would share it, and I'm not trying to promote that opinion, but I think that it definitely can be said that the Shanad might not have as much power as the Duel, especially in the sense of asking questions. Yes, they can ask Anti-Shock to appear, but all the Duel members can do that and more. They can also ask ministers questions in the same day. And I think something else important to note is we don't actually see any Shanadois actually putting forward bills, which is something that anyone in your access can do, I'm pretty sure. Apparently Killian's dead. Oh no, she is alive. Apparently. Now voting to move to a second reading. We don't have any votes yet. We have one vote, 2 votes now. 3, 4, yeah, 3 tar, 1 abstain. Again, quorum isn't. Attendance is horrible. If 2 members, deputies, were to leave the chamber right now, then the actual chamber would be unable to continue its business for today. For the day, I think that would either warrant it going up on the Discord to be voted there, or it would just, not happen. It would be made to wait another week. There's been no debate, so they're now moving to voting on the bill and abstain from the leader of the Social Democrats and leader of the opposition. Another abstain from Krispy Kreme, leader of Labour Party. We have 2 tar. Again, I believe this government has... So I did have to just count there. I think it's 16 seats. So I believe the Green Party has 9, Fianna Fáil with 7. Again, don't quote me on that, I'm not entirely sure. But that would make them have 14 seats, and of those 14, only 5 have turned up. And I believe of all Green seats, 2 have turned up, but 3 Fianna Fáil have turned up. I'm not sure what member this person is, what member party they're in. I know these 2 are in Green Party. I know he and Taoiseach Miss Sunday's in Fianna Fáil. I would assume Michael McGrath is in Fianna Fáil. But yes, the attendance today is just horrible. Not to mention the Social Democrats also have only 1 member in attendance today, and Labour Party as well. I believe I'm not too sure on how many seats they have. I believe some. Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. Can you give me just a second whilst I fix this? So I'm kind of unaware of what they're actually talking about in the door right now. Oh, the prisons bill has been removed from the order paper. I'm not too sure why. The bill does not have the requirements of the formatting for the bills. No, the bill doesn't have the formatting required, therefore it's been removed from your Hello and welcome to RTE News Valentine's Day edition. Um, Sorry about that. I completely forgot I had the Discord sound on, so you may have just heard it on the stream. Alright, we're back from that break. The Shannon is... Oh, nothing now. Right, this is now the Shannon in session. I mean, there's a lot to currently say. During the break, actually, I got informed of a few major events that have transpired. I believe the Green Party, according to the sources I've seen in general chat, the Green Party has filed a vote of no confidence against CC Eamon McGrath. Now, I'm not sure if Fianna Fáil will follow up on that and say that they agree or disagree with the statement, but I would assume, being the coalition partner, they would agree. But anyway, we are going to vote on a few bills here today. We have the previously delayed bill by the Shannon. That was the prisons bill, which caused some trouble in one of the group chats I'm in earlier. It was just, yeah, I don't see I do realise that group chat is OSA, so I'm not going to say anything more about it. But yes, there was some issues, especially in the Dáil. It did actually confuse me quite a bit, because it said that the Irish Prisons Bill had been removed from the legislation thing. However, that wasn't the case. It was a different bill with that was removed for formatting issues, which the Green Party wasn't happy about, and that's the reason they are now filing a motion of no confidence in the CC. Anyway, this is actually a bill, the Constitutional Reform Bill. So, I believe we're voting on right now anyway. I cannot say for sure. So there's no debate on the bill. We're already moving to voting, so I believe this will be a very short session of the Shannon, which is very different from what happened last week. We had the Deputy Baron filibuster for a long time there. Right. Okay, we have 1-0 3 tar here. Vote all has been called, but I'm pretty sure it's two opposing. It has to be two opposing votes. Again, I'm bringing this up like every single time now. But yes, they are now moving into the chambers. Right, so we have 3 in the tar room, I believe this is. Yeah, tar. One in the nail, so I got confused because Victoria was in there. And 1 abstain as far as I can see. Oh, sorry, I was just... I believe the motion of confidence has been withdrawn against Eamon McGrath. I'm personally very happy about that. I do like Eamon. He was, whilst I was in Dáil, again, this isn't me trying to spread my opinion, saying he's an amazing person. Just in my opinion, when I was in the Dáil, he did quite well. I do need to make sure that on your RTE, we're not trying to spread specific opinions and trying to sway the public. Sorry, I just missed the vote there, but I believe that's 3 tar, 1-0, and 1 abstain. Oh yes, there's only 5. Oh, there's 5 votes, but 6 people. I believe this person's vote was not counted, so I couldn't actually see him. There's 2 abstains being modified. Right. Now we have the RTE Amendment Bill. I'm not actually too sure what this bill is. I'm gonna have to go to the reactor spreadsheet now, just not spreadsheet, Trello, just to see what we're voting on here. Proposed by the Green Party. So the business of the Shannon today, the RTE Amendment Bill. Oh yes, this is the one that was delayed quite a while ago actually now. I believe this was put out like 2 months, not 2 months, just I think a month ago. I can't exactly remember. Hold on, it does actually say when it was tabled. Tabled on the 27th of January, so yeah, nearly been a month. We also have the committee's amendment bill on the table here. I'm not. Oh, this was tabled by Checkmail every day, so this will be the first time it's being voted on today. We kind of have. Okay, I'm just waiting for. Okay, I'm just looking at some of these defense amendment bill. Not actually sure which bill we just voted on. Oh well. I was just made aware that the Green Party has no Shenadori in place. I'm not sure if they mean in the spreadsheet so that they don't have anyone in the Shanad, or they're just not present. Let me just take a look now. Oh yeah, they have 0 in the Shanad at this moment. So technically the government has 100% attendance. It's just Green Party doesn't have anyone to actually show up. This was an issue pointed out by Neve Clark, the the former Taoiseach. But yeah, that was something that was brought up by the former Taoiseach about how she couldn't actually find anyone to be in the Shanad. So as I was saying, again, I've just completely lost what bill we're currently voting on. I will try and remember. I was just taking a look at the Trello here. Apologies if I do go silent in a minute. The committee's amendment bill. This was tabled by Checkmail every day. This was actually the bill I was going on about earlier. Probably one of the first the Senate has actually proposed in a while. I will be just a minute here. Apologies, I'm actually going to quickly take a look at what this amendment was, because I didn't actually see what the debate, what he says. What he said, sorry. Oh, it removes the Defence and National Security Joint Committee, but it also changes the committee size to 9 members instead of 7 or active members. We have 3 tar, 1 nil, and 1 abstain there. So we're now going to vote all. I believe these 2 can just remain in their seats to vote as an abstain. We do have 1 member in the nil chamber there, but it just walks out. We have 3 in the tar. Not too sure where that member has just gone, because he's not here. Oh, never mind, he is back. Standing right out there and... I mean, it was quite a stupid thing to do to walk out your room. I'm not too sure what they'll do in this situation. Because do believe it was very clear to vote nil, but... Yeah, I believe they're arguing. Yes, it will be an abstain. Right, they're now being asked to return to the chamber. And now we just watch everyone pile back in. Hold on. So I was just checking something there. Okay, everyone is back in the chamber now. We have... Oh, we have Baron turning up here. A member of the Dáil who... Not Dáil. The Shannon who caused a bit of trouble last week. The current votes are Theta, abstains, and 0-0. Apologies. So that will be a pass. The deputy did just argue he was nil, but it was argued that a majority of his body was outside of the room. Therefore, he was considered an abstain. There is now the bill to amend the Constitution. Now, this is quite an important... Oh, we already see Baron raising it, I'm sure. Oh no, he might have just been an accident. I'm sure if he does raise, a lot of heads will be turning. This was proposed by Finnafull. We have checkmail every day here. Who I may add did actually try suing a member of the Green Party just a minute ago. Not a minute ago, a few days ago. I'm not sure if that's still going ahead. It kind of faded out of existence, but... I don't know what's happening over there. Oh, Maxi seems to be doing a bit of cleaning. I mean, it's not the best time, but... That was checkmail every day on the bill, and now we have Baron standing up here. Not actually sure how much of the Shannon is in attendance. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 members here. Actually 8. But then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 who aren't in attendance. So that is half. Baron says that he was opposed to part of the bill, and he did reach out to the government on the issue. And apparently did not listen to his concerns. He says so he hasn't gotten much leeway to be here, to be frank. I just have to say this has been a very controversial Chenin Noir. He did prompt Mr. Sunday to really consider removing the section that said that the president can appoint 2 Shinadori to the chamber. Well, this is actually quite important here. We have quite a few members of the duel being... Éireann has just informed me that a few members of the duel have been striked for unauthorised absences. Particularly the Green Party, I have to point out, but one was from Fianna Fáil as well. This was... One was, what do you looking at, P, sorry if I pronounced any of these wrongs, of the Green Party, Harley O's Connacht of the Green Party, Callum Truss of the Green Party, and 15k King of the Green Party, with Louis G. Middleton of Fianna Fáil also receiving a strike, all for 2 unauthorised attendance, 2 unauthorised absences. Again, moving back to the Shannon. Not sure how long debate will go for again here. I believe this will cause a lot of... No, not... So I'm trying to think here of the words. I do believe... I'm not entirely sure, but I do believe the Shannon has the ability to censure each other, but I'm not too sure. So, I mean, I think Baron should be very careful here, because a lot of the Shannon is not happy with how the member has been talking. Or how long they do talk for. Actually, who is the deputy to the chair in the Shannon? I think they all must have put themselves forward, I assume. Oh yeah, so I would like to also mention 2 of the members were ministers, actually. So what you're looking at was the minister, it's the Minister for Business, Enterprise and Innovation, and Harlio's Minister of State. A point of order has been raised now. I think something that a lot of people don't realise is you are actually meant to sit down when the chair stands up. So this is also something that's happened in the duel. I mean, personally, if I was CC, I'd probably tell them all to sit down. However, we do now have the check mail every day raising a point of order against Baron here. Remember, ask how many votes we need for a motion to cloture. I'm not too sure what that is, but I would actually argue you can ignore the 3 members who aren't actually appointed, meaning there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 total members. That means to stop a debate and start the vote, as mentioned in the bottom right. I'm not too sure if that also includes seats that haven't actually been assigned. So we'd need 3 knights, I believe, so that would need... Yeah, we need 2 more members to turn up. I believe this is gonna go on for a while. I am just trying to figure out all the numbers here because it's actually very confusing. Right, I'm gonna quickly check how much 2/3 would be. So we have... Again, I'm not sure if we include the Victoria as well. I'm just gonna... I hope it does, but... 1, 2, 3... I would think it only needs 8 members to vote. But then, yeah, I think it would only need 8 members, which would be a 2/3 majority. Another point of order has been raised here, and there's not much to commentate on really. He will just keep talking. Point of order has been raised, so Chickmill every day will be talking again. The only issue is we would also need the Victoria to vote. A motion suspends the Shanad is being tabled. What the member here is doing, it is very controversial. I do have to add that on. I mean, lots of people would agree delaying this. Yeah, it is just a waste of everyone's time, really, because all the members are forced to wait for him to finish talking. I'm not sure. I believe the chair can just force him to stop talking. I would assume that anyway. it is very confusing what we're meant to do in this situation. I believe Victoria will be trying to stop speech from happening, but again, I'm not actually sure what she can do in this situation. Again, we'll just have to see. I do have to mention he did turn up late, which isn't the best thing to do. You shouldn't turn up late and then start filibustering a session. I think you can say it's very clear he's only here to filibuster this specific bill, because he joined as soon as it was being brought to everyone's attention. I can't say for certain. Currently, we're just waiting to see what happens. It is all just speculation on my part. But she's asked that check me out every day repeats this point. This was the motion to, I believe it was to suspend the Shanad just for a few minutes. It has just been tagged, unfortunately, but there's not I'm really struggling to figure out what to say here. He's just kind of debating it. I'm not too sure what will happen here, because you can write a motion to suspend the Shanad depending under section 26. However, I think Barrow must yield the floor before being able to do such a motion. I mean, this is the second time he's done this. There have been multiple seconds here to temporarily, what's it called? Suspend the session. Another point of order was raised, but I'm pretty sure you can't just point of order to a point of order. Baron is arguing that you raise the point of order to raise the motion, which is not permitted under the standing orders. However, he has been told to sit back down. Again, from a personal standpoint, I think I'd just adjourn the Shanad. If I was in Victoria's position, just to adjourn the Shanad, but I think this is just it's a big situation that under this bill, the Constitution reform, not reform, Constitution change, would stop him from being able to do this, saying that the OI actors will only have 5 minutes to debate. Okay, the deputy has been asked to retable the motion without standing up. No, without raising a point of order. I think it's important to mention that it's very difficult to understand what's happening in a situation, because I don't think it's happened a lot, but so we do just have to kind of wait and see what Vic says about it. Victoria, sorry. He's been asked to sit down. I believe we need a second to the motion. I'm not sure if I saw anyone second. Again, I'm just not very... I'm reading a lot of DMs at the moment. Right, we've just had... And we're going... Huey just walked in saying that you can actually suspend standing orders under section 66, but which I do believe would allow him to would allow the chamber to completely stop him from doing so. But it is being agreed now to temporarily suspend the Shanad. I mean, what we are seeing here though is very sad because personally I would say that this is. I mean, it's just not right. It's not how the Shanad is meant to be run. Yes, they do delay the bills, but Baron, I would say, is abusing a loophole here. So, again, it's not really my position to say. It's up to Victoria, who is dealing with this very well. I do apologise if I come off as biased, but unfortunately I can't get any other guests on to weigh in on what they believe. I think Killian would still defend him. Again, he isn't here either, so I can't say for sure. Victoria says before we suspend for a couple of minutes. The group staff member Vince has something to say. Oh, I'm not sure what amendment they're talking about. So I need to actually check. So I do need to actually quickly ask what was... Right, the Shannon has just been suspended. I'm going to quickly find out why. No, what was, what amendment was, done. So I do actually have all the information I think I could gather at this point in time. So yes, that amendment, the constitutional amendment, was denied by group staff. They have gotten rid of it. I'm not too sure as to why. Unfortunately, apparently the CC nor the speaker for the Shannon has been provided. I'm not too sure again. Just to confirm. But yes, group staff had vetoed the bill to amend the constitution. Again, I'm not too sure why. I'm just going to quickly see what could have potentially been it. I think it may have been independence of, independence running. Again, unfortunately, there was actually no reason provided, and I would love to give a reason, but unfortunately, I just don't have one. Again, there is actually quite a lot in this bill. There's more to it than just the Shannon, but you know, my main concern was the Shannon. I didn't really read about the courts, so. I don't understand why Baron has. Oh, okay, I've just been notified in the bottom right, you can see it there. The door or Shannon can inquire the group staff to determine the reason. Again, I don't know why Baron is using admin. I don't know why he has it. It's because he's LC. You know, I'm gonna quickly find out how you pronounce the name. So unfortunately, I just have no clue how to say it. Cahelach? I believe that's how you say it. Cahelach. Okay, this isn't going to turn into you watching me try and figure out how to pronounce the name, but I believe Caher. I'm not. I'm really not. You know, I'll learn it over time. Just wait and see. Next session. I'm very confused as to what's happening. Multiple people have stood up. One person. I don't know why members are standing up. Why there was rain or anything. I'm trying to like say something because I'm very. I need to say something as a broadcaster, but I'm very confused as to what's happening. So again, I would like to mention. Yes, I would like to mention that the constitutional change tabled by Mr. Sunday was denied. However, oh, apparently we were adjourned again. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, we were adjourned again. So I believe we will be coming back soon. Oh, we were adjourned. Oh, sorry, I thought that meant Right, so that is all we have time for. There's a very confusing end there. Right, so the Shannon has actually adjourned. So, I mean, to go from here, I would say, yes, something very important to say here. the bill to amend the Constitution tabled by Mr. Sunday was rejected. Hopefully we'll get a reason. Yes, I'm very much hoping we get a reason. I'm just a very nosy person like that. Not sure if other people are. I believe the committee's amendment passed that was tabled by the Shanadori, check mail every day, there we go. I think we have the Irish Prisons Bill passing, which was delayed by the Shannon, which was then debated, but it's now been passed. Again, I can't say it for sure. I'm just like, still very confused as to what's happened right now. Actually, I'm not sure why the committee's amendment bill has gone straight to awaiting, or to go to. That's very odd. Either way, that is the end of the Shannon here. Thank you all for chewing. So I've completely lost the plot recently. I'm going on side rants during these streams and everything. Anyway, it's very bad. I don't have anyone to keep me in check. I need someone here. I need Kamala back. She hasn't been here for the entire week, so hopefully we'll get her back next week. Do stick around because I believe T-Shock, not the actual T-Shock, the T-Shock show will be presented shortly. I want to also mention that you can still apply to be in. Oh, I can't remember what the show name is. Deal or No Deal. You can still apply to be in Deal or No Deal as a contestant. A pilot will be hosted tomorrow. But yes, please, please, please do go and check the form. It's still there. I might post it again if I remember to. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in to watch the Shannon today. The Oi actors, actually, Dail and Shannon. Again, I need someone here with me. But yes, thank you all for tuning in. Yes, God bless Ireland. Again, do stick around because we will be watching T-Shock soon on RTE1. I do have to remind everyone this is for mature audiences. But other than that, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a wonderful night or evening. And I will hopefully see you at some point again.